Hi there and welcome to this video. In this video, let's see how you can create responsive videos. That is, videos that are comfortably visible on a small device as well as on a large device. So this video is intended for people that create product demonstrations, software developers that teach people how to code, and system admins that use the command line to show people how to do stuff. This video is intended for people that create demonstration videos. So basically a video that people need to follow along with you and they need to see what you're doing on screen. So if you want to create videos that are clearly visible on different devices, let's talk about some of the things that you may do to improve the usability of your videos on small devices. So the first thing you need to do is just ensure that the screen that you're using or the window of the software that you have open is large enough. Let's see an example here. Maybe you want to teach people how to use a Visual Studio editor. If you want to show people how to use it, the first thing you need to do is just ensure that you maximize the screen. And you can see the fonts are pretty small. So if you are on Windows like me, the first thing you will need to do is just increase the font. Make sure that everything is clearly visible, and I'm increasing the font by doing Control+. So in most Windows applications, even on Mac, you can do Control+ to increase font, to increase the size of the items that are visible on the screen. Even on your browser, you can do that. If you're doing a product demonstration for an online software, you can just do Control+, and that's going to increase the font of the items on screen. Just make sure that everything is clearly visible. That's number one. If you're teaching people how to code, you can see that the code is now pretty big, and the font size is big enough and people can see. If you want to increase it, you can increase it. In fact, you can increase it, and you can even hide this. If you don't need to use this, you can hide that as well. And another thing that you can do is you can also zoom into the area that you are talking about. Maybe you want to talk about the options that are here. So to do that, you'll need a good software that can zoom in. So that's why I use Camtasia, because Camtasia has this option built in where you can zoom and pan on different areas. If you want to concentrate on this part, you can just zoom in to around this part and then talk about that. And once you're done, you can zoom out. So that's in the editing bit of Camtasia, and I'll show you how you can do that later on in the video. So let's go to system admins, and this is where I've seen the biggest problems is in this area. When people are teaching people how to do certain stuff on the command line, you'll find that most people, their screen is this big. They're recording the entire screen, and the window for the terminal is this small, and the fonts are also small. So this is very bad for user experience. And what you can do is you can increase the font first of all. If you're using terminal or you're using any application that supports Control+, you can just increase the font using Control+, and that's going to increase the font tremendously. And once you do that, you also need to increase the size. It doesn't have to be full width. Just make sure that it's big enough such that it covers most of the screen, so that if the commands are long, you can still show them on the screen. But most importantly, make sure that the fonts are big enough. When you write any commands here, you'll see that they're pretty viewable. You'll see that everything will be pretty viewable. People that are following along with you will not have any problems. The thing that I spoke about that is very important, even more important than this, is using a good software that allows you to zoom in and zoom out. As I said, I use Camtasia. So just invest in a good software that you can use. You don't have to use Camtasia. Just find a software that has zooming and panning and allows you to zoom in the areas where you want to bring focus. So maybe, for instance, I want to type in here. And I want to bring focus to this region of the screen. What I can do is I can just zoom in. So in Camtasia, zooming in will be under animations. So this is Camtasia 2021 version. So you can just zoom in into the area where you want to bring focus. Just drag in this box so that you can zoom in to the area where you want to bring focus. And once you're done typing in or whatever, you'll see that you'll need to zoom out. So don't be lazy with your editing. Just do all this stuff because it is very, very helpful to your viewers. So people that are watching your videos will really thank you for this if they're doing it on a small screen like a mobile phone. So you can zoom in and zoom out And this is why you'll see people zooming in and zooming out. So some people don't understand why they do that. They do this because they're trying to make responsive videos that when someone is viewing them on a smaller device, the content is still visible and the videos are still easier to follow along with. That's pretty much it for this video. If you do have any questions, feel free to let me know. So that's it for this video. Remember to increase the font, use the full real estate of your screen, and use zooming and panning where necessary. If you need to bring focus to any area, just use zooming and panning. That's it for this video. I hope it helps you to create better demonstration videos.